Good morning, it's our last but one day here in Lisbon, and today we're going somewhere other than Lisbon in Portugal, which is Coimbra. We've left a little bit early today because it's our intention to get settled into the train station cafe and have something to eat and a bit of coffee before we get on the train. As you can see, it's a pretty wet day today. We are expecting rain all day. Oh well. I'm in my favourite metro station, which is Shadow, and I like it because it just goes down and down and down for ages. The first leg of our journey is taking the blue line to Santa Apollonia, which is where the main line trains go from, and it's down there. How's that for timing? Oh yeah! That was good timing. Great start. Oh, it's got really noisy. Another escalator. Ah, there we are, that's really good timing. It's 10 to 11, so we have 40 minutes to relax in the cafe for coffee and some breakfast. Good choice. That one looks like it might be veggie. I'm going to ask what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of cakes as well. Sweet, savoury or both, that's the question. The selection has been made. Found a nice little table here by the window. We're quite a long way into November now, and it is definitely chillier. It's definitely the time for us to go because it's starting to need heating in the apartment, and there's only a little oil heater. Portuguese typically don't have heating in their houses other than little individual room heaters because most of the time they don't need it. It's a bit like us and air conditioning in the UK. We don't have that much hot time, so we don't bother having air conditioning in the houses. But it does feel chilly when you're used to central heating in your house and then all of a sudden you haven't got it. It's a shock to the system. It reminds me of my childhood before we had central heating at home and we just had a coal fire. It reminds me of that, and not in a good way. I've gone for the pastry of espinafre, which is spinach, and queijo de cabra, which is goat's cheese. So I'm going to give that a go. It doesn't look very big, does it? But I can always have a cake afterwards. That's the joy of being on holiday. And IB's gone for a mixed sandwich, ham and cheese, as you can see, and a chicken thingy. I mean, that big wind then was a pigeon flying over my head. I've only got pastry so far. Very goaty. I like it.
You haven't even got into the goat.
Oh, I know. I haven't even penetrated the goat's circle, but the flavour's already gone through it. What about you, IB? How is your sandwich?
Plain, but inoffensive.
Look at this great big massive train. I keep forgetting that you have to climb up into the trains in Portugal. You don't do that in the UK. This is our carriage, number 21. Very big gap, look. Oh look, you can get on either side. There we are, getting all cosy now then. It's quite a long trip, isn't it? It's about 3 hours.
I think it's 3, I think it's 2.
Is it? Oh, I'll check now. No, he's right, it's 2 hours. Gets in at 1:30. Those ticket prices aren't quite right. It worked out a little bit less because we got a return, you see. Here's our return ticket, well, for one of us. So the total was €36. I'm going to do some editing and IB's going to do some work. We have our own bin in this seat and obviously the fold down trays, but we don't have electricity. But I've noticed over there, can you see that little sign that shows a power supply? You actually do get the odd plug socket here and there. Uh-oh, look at that red colour. I think Imo needs to go on a bit of a delete-a-thon. Just pulled into Orient. There, it's looking a bit healthier. Oh, that's rather lovely, isn't it, with all those tiles? I'm finding it extremely difficult to edit on this train because it's just so joggly and bouncy that the mouse is going everywhere and I'm just like ready to click and then it does a jerk and I'm clicking something else in the drop down instead, so I'm constantly undoing stuff. I've just altered the volume on this clip and I didn't mean to at all. And I don't know how many steps ago I did it either. We're going at quite a speed here. I wonder how fast we're going. Oh, that's an interesting looking building over there, isn't it? Ooh, dead trains. Rusting hulks. We're about halfway through the journey. I've just popped into the buffet car here. Gonna grab a drink. There goes my battery. I've got an hour and a half out of it. Better than nothing. The rain has set in. I think this is it for the day now. Possibly till around 5. We've got about 10 minutes. No, we've got less than that. A few minutes to go now. And then we're getting off. So I've got my coat on ready to spring up when we arrive at Coimbra. Oh, look at the nests on the pylons. Well, I think so. I mean, what else could it be? Surely they don't like bundle loads of sticks on pylons for any other reason, do they? Perhaps it's the storks' nests. They have storks in Portugal, don't they? I know. Oh, you have to open the door yourself. I'm glad I didn't find out. Oh, rain. We just walked totally in the wrong direction. Saída is that way. It seems that the exit is actually just literally walking off the end and over the line. It turns out we were a bit confused. We didn't realise that Coimbra Bay is what this is, but it's not the same as Coimbra itself, and we want to go and explore the town. So we went to the ticket office to see if we could get a ticket to Coimbra itself, and he had a look at our tickets and he said that it's actually valid, the one that we have that takes us here. So we're waiting now on Linha 3, line 3, and it's coming in 20 minutes or so. We've come to sit in this nice warm sheltered shelter. Update. Message just in. Poor old Sophia's not very well today, so that's a big disappointment. We won't be able to see her, but she's going to stay home and take care of herself. Found a charging point, so my laptop's getting 10 minutes of charge. We've been having a little cakey breaky. We picked up some cakes to take away from the cafe this morning. It's absolutely peeing down with rain. We're just trying to work out how long we're going to be on this train for. It's fancy, isn't it? It's empty, which is why I'm filming. These seats are very comfy. My bottom is very happy. Oh, what a steep footwell.
What's that?
First look at Coimbra. Yay! We were having a bit of a panic then, thought we'd got off the train too early, but our fears have been allayed. Yep, it's definitely not going any further. I was just in the ticket office there asking the man in Portuguese what time trains we needed to get back, and he said all the trains from this stop here, Coimbra, go back via Coimbra Bay, and so we couldn't really get it wrong. He told me the times of the train that we needed to get back, the last one and the few before it as well, for good measure, and I managed to understand it, and I wrote it down and showed him, and he confirmed that I had interpreted the numbers right. So it's a real shame that we can't meet Sophia today, but Sophia, if you're watching this, let it be known that those Skype lessons came in really handy for helping me to understand spoken Portuguese. I'm still a long way from perfect, a very, very long way, but there is a notable improvement. No idea where we're going. I think IB's been looking at a map on his phone. That looked like a big steep drop there, but there are stairs. That's a steep drop though. Look, you could just fall off there into the river. Oh, scary. We're going this way. Oh, look at these cakes. I've only just eaten a squashed one out of my bag, so... Oh, it's the meringue of heaven. That is a big meringue. I mean, like, my hand's not doing it justice. It's the angle of the... Yeah, it's big. Oh, look at that fruitcake. It's massive. Oh my goodness, I'm dribbling. I am those pastéis de nata are double the size of normal ones. That's jolly nice art there, very unusual. It's offset with itself somehow. Look, there's a model of a Portuguese guitar. It looks like a real one actually. Now I'm in closer. Can you see the headstock? That's what that is called, by the way, in case you're not a musician and you don't know. And as you can see, it's got 12 strings, and there are 6 double sets of strings on a Portuguese guitar. And these are mostly used for fado, as far as I'm aware. Ugh, I'm getting dripped on. They don't have gutters. Ooh, I can see a very big squirty fountain ahead. That's a really random squirty fountain. From here it looks as if it's right in the middle of the river. I'm sure it isn't though. No, it's not in the middle. It's nearer the edge. Wow. Where are we going? Up there? Yeah, up there. There's a park down there. And look, the squirty fountain's turned into a different sort of squirty fountain. Look at this staircase. Bit on the steep side. Just when we thought we were escaping the Lisbonian hills, seems to have come to the university area. Billy just rang. We're going to meet up with him tomorrow. He's got my whistle. Well, he hasn't got my whistle. I stupidly left my whistle in Oluwine's Irish Bar when we went and played there, and they've been looking after it for me since. But I need to get it back. But Billy's going to grab it tomorrow, and then we're going to meet at Oeiras, which is one of the stops on the Linha Cascais, on the train line that goes from Lisbon to Cascais. So we're going to meet there, and then we're going to have a walk all together. By there are some electricity power points for cars, and they're plugged in up their noses, like some kind of gastric feeding tube for a car. I don't see very many of these. I'm having a little sneaky look. Obviously they are a relatively new innovation. They look vulnerable, those cars. Nice undercover bit there, presumably for the students to hang out and have shade from the sun, or the cover from the rain at this time of year. Oh, I see some real students with capes on. We're at the Faculdade de Medicina. Look at these statues. I think they could do with a bit of a clean. They look like they've been in an oil slick and come out of the sea. Oh, he's got a skull in his hand. Oh, they're scientists, look. He's got a microscope. Oh, she's doing some maths. Oh yes, very edifying place. Oh, it's a museum of some sort. Didn't even know that was here. It's really spectacular buildings at the university. Palace of Schools. All I want to know is how they've managed to get those rags tied up there on the grill. Poor lady. She's all eroded or corroded. 1634. Wow. And I like him up there too. We've come into this part and it is flipping gorgeous. I'm quite excited to be here. I know people say they're excited on YouTube all the time, but I am. It's really true. I remember coming here in the 90s. It's the last time I came. Or it might have been the year 2000. I don't know. It was around then. Imagine coming to university here. I haven't really seen Harry Potter all the way through, but I imagine it probably looks a bit like Hogwarts. I've seen bits of it. But actually, you know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if J.K. Rowling had come here, because she used to live in Porto. I don't know exactly when, probably the 90s. And the reason I know this is because somebody I was in a band with, that's not my lens, somebody I was in a band with in Lisbon in the 90s used to teach English up in Porto, you see, and he taught English in Lisbon as well as playing in an Irish band. And he used to live with somebody, and it was J.K. Rowling before she was famous. And she was teaching English as well, you see, as a second language. So there we are. Can't believe we've got the place to ourselves. It's probably because of the rain, though, I should imagine. The autumnal trees are particularly spectacular at this time of year as well. We've come up the top bit. Some ancient mosaic here. Roman, presumably. Coming down some steps now, away from that main bit. Oh, God, blimey. Nearly went head over heels then. I'm very struck with that tree. The colours are so vibrant and beautiful. Taking a moment to look at the tree. It's raining a bit harder all of a sudden. I feel a bit more secure walking on the cobbles than the shiny walkway. It's so quiet, isn't it? There's not a soul here, it's just us. Oh, wow! Look how narrow that little road is there, going through there. They're so close together, these buildings. Oh, those umbrellas have blown inside out. Some steps and cobbles. Little shops either side. Oh, there's a cafe there. Pashkinja. We're thinking, given that the rain is as it is, and given that IB has a total aversion to umbrellas and will not get under one, it might be a good idea to find an indoor cafe and have a coffee break. Oh, there's a little arch that's sheltered under there. Sheltered under there, look. Oh, it's so lush here, isn't it? Get under that shelter, IB. I can't bear to think you getting so wet.
Oh, what a mess.
The rain, I know. Should we stand under here for a bit? See, it might pass, you see. I can hear a cat meowing somewhere, where I could, just before I put the camera on. We're just sheltering under this bit for a minute, see if it eases off a bit. Cat, I can hear a cat. Oh! I think I'm going to treat myself to a tea towel or two. We've just come into a little cafe to get out of the rain, basically. We're going to have a quick medalate. And as if by magic, it has come. Okay, so we ordered food. I'm going to have a sardine salad and a cheese toasty, because I couldn't have the soup, because I couldn't have the soup because it's got turkey in it. Salad's coming, it looks delicious. No sign of the toasty. I'm wondering if they forgot. Well, it's sardines, peppers, olives, tomatoes, lettuce. Did I say that? Oh yeah, I can see the bones from here. It tastes almost like there's a taste of rose in the olives. This is lush. I think it's actually the balsamic vinegar combining with other flavours, but it tastes a bit like rose / pomegranate. I'm going to have to feed you an olive. See what you think.
Yeah, see what I mean about the road.
We've come out of the cafe now and we're walking down by the river and we're investigating the squirty thingy. And look, there's all mist at the bottom as well. I've never seen anything like that before. A big, powerful fountain in an actual river. Bizarre. There's a footbridge up there. I think it's got like coloured perspex along the side of it or something. IB would like to walk over it. I am stunned by these beautiful trees. It's just gorgeous. Look how puddly it is. That just changed to that shape. I missed the actual transition.
Presence of the buoys rather spoil the effect.
They do. I suppose it's to stop people boating up to it.
It's a lovely visual spectacle, but those buoys aren't.
We've come to these steps here leading down, but they're so full of leaves, they're virtually impassable. I think I'm going to go the ramp way. What's this? Some sort of sculpture as well. This park here, by the way, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I see, some kind of water feature. Whoa! Yeah, a little bit uneven. Should have been looking where I was going then. This is really slippy. I am getting off here. That's twice I've nearly gone head over heels in the vlog today. Look at the sky. Oh, remember more rain. Oh, there's the bridge. IB says the bridge doesn't meet in the middle.
Well, that's what the internet said.
Oh, can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, you can't, which is why we're going to investigate.
Yeah.
It's just got a zag in the middle.
Yeah, I reckon it just goes off a bit at an angle and carries on.
Yeah.
We are approaching the zag, or the zig, whichever you think it is. Very unusual. We're just walking back and it looks like that fountain's on the rinse cycle. It's all splaying out in every direction over a much wider area than before, so we're going to investigate. Oh, that's quite spectacular. So what we've decided to do, because the light's going, it's getting chilly, we're going to go back to Coimbra train station. We're going to get the train to Coimbra B and then see if we can find somewhere with a power point so we can have a hot drink and charge our devices up, because my laptop's gone. I'm not going to do any more work on that unless I can charge it up, and it's a real waste of the journey time for me. And our phones are all dying and everything, so we're going to see what we can find. Well, we've been sitting in Burger King drinking Coke and charging up the laptop and the phones. Got about 50% now. And we've jumped on the train from Coimbra to Coimbra B. We've climbed down. I can't get used to it, how steep it is getting off the trains. We're just waiting on platform 2 now. Got quite a wait.
Senhores passageiros, contrariamente à informação prestada, o comboio regional CP regional procedente de Coimbra.
The long wait in the cold's over. Train's here, and we're just looking out for carriage number 24. I'm beginning to wonder if the 2 bit actually means second class, because we're travelling second class. Here it is. Oh, it's a bit warmer, isn't it? It's getting really cold on the platform. 82 and 81. Been on the train for nearly 2 hours. It's been really crowded, but it's thinned out now because we just stopped at Orient and loads of people got off. And we're going to head back to the apartment on the metro then. Got about 6 minutes to wait for the metro. We're looking forward to getting in because we're tired and we're ready for a sit down and a cup of tea. Well, I'm ready for a cup of tea. I think IB's got beer in mind. Hey, here it comes. Doing the metro wiggle. Yep. It's not raining now, luckily. Oh, it's mild here compared to Coimbra. Don't you think, IB? Oh, mind you, actually, I think I was in a hot waft from the metro then. No, actually, it is quite cold. But I think it was still colder in Coimbra. I wasn't going to film the shop display, but I just saw this and it made me smile, so... It is 20 to 10 at night and we're finally back in our apartment. I'm going to cook dinner and drink a cup of tea and generally chill out for the evening. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. Do give it a like if you liked it, comment down any thoughts below and hit that subscribe button to follow more of these adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!